You guys open your eye when they don't run you street. Alright, Sis Mercy. Hello guys, welcome to Take Time TV. My name again is Moses Forever, and today is going to be very interesting. You want to stick around because we're sharing a very important topic. Very important, I mean. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be throwing us tantrums from out there, but the truth is, we just have to put this out for people to get to know what's going on. We will be discussing the topic entitled, How to Know If Your Girlfriend Is a Prostitute. You know, interestingly, this time around, prostitution is everywhere. These girls are everywhere in the oil companies, they're everywhere in the banks. And ironically, majority of us date them not knowing that they are modern day prostitutes. Some people call it RUNZGIRL and different names. But as usual, Sis Mercy would help us to do that, to give you the signs that you need to check out for to know if your girlfriend is a prostitute. Before I bring her on set, do well to hit the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button. It's a red button you need to click. Turn on all notifications to ensure that you get informed when we bring out informative content like this. My name is Moses Forever, and this is Take Time TV. Thank you so much for joining us, Sis Mercy.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Boma.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moses.
Alright, so let's open up the one, right? Let's open it up for everybody to see how to know if a young man is dating a prostitute or not. Sis Mercy, you're going to help us do that.
Okay, how to know if your woman is a prostitute? First of all, what's the prostitute? A modern day prostitute.
Yes, exactly.
What's a prostitute? A modern day prostitute. Modern day prostitute is that woman who sells her body or gives her body in exchange for money. Basically, it's about money and the flamboyant lifestyle. Just like we said, a lot of women are into this kind of business. Funny enough, it's so surprising that we have also married women that are also into this kind of business. So how do you know that the woman you're dating to marry, the woman you married also, is a modern day prostitute? Number one, before we go into that, there are 4 types of prostitution.
Okay. We
have the number 1 kind of prostitution, which is the street prostitution. This one is those girls you see in the night, they come out to the streets and then they wait for their customers who come and try to look at them and want to choose them, pick them, and then take them home.
Sleep with them. Like a showroom, right?
Yes, sleep with them and pay them. And then we have the second type of prostitution, which I want to call the hookup kind of prostitution, where somebody hooks you up, a friend or somebody hooks you up to a man. They know that you're into this business, so they call their friend. And they're like, I have a girl for you, I have a woman for you, and give me the number. So they hook you up and you guys agree on where to meet, and then you sleep with each other and they pay you. And then we have the 3rd kind of prostitution that is done in brothels. Here you see some of those big women, they call them madams. These madams have those brothels where girls inhabit, and then they come and pay them, and then they give girls, these girls in those brothels, to rich guys. And they pay the madam and pay the girls. The girls will come and give the madam part or returns. Yeah. Good, returns. And then the number 4 kind of prostitution we have, I think that's the one we are going to be looking at, is the private kind of prostitution. This one is the personal self-prostitution. Like you're not doing the hookup thing, you're not doing the brothel thing, you're not doing the standing on the street thing, but you know you are into this RUNZGIRL kind of business, and you do this business with your phone, which is like the major office.
Means of communication.
Your means of communication. Yeah. So one of the things you notice, one of the signs to know that the woman that you are with is into this kind of business is you find out that she's living above her means. How can a student, for instance, a student that is into this business, she's not working, she has school fees to pay and every other thing, but you see her lifestyle very flamboyant. Her bag, she's very Gucci, she's wearing Marks and Spencer, she's wearing Jojo, she's wearing, you know, those big names.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you know that she can, in fact, the bag she's carrying, the hair she's making, is enough to pay school fees for 4 years. And this girl is doing it, you know that something is wrong somewhere.
Wow.
She has big eyes. She's in the school. Her mother is in the village, a poor woman. Her father maybe is in the village to poor, but she's driving a car. You know that there is something. So one of the signs of those kind of women is they very, very much live above their means.
They very, very much live above
their means.
Wow.
Even if they are working, let's take it now from the student. Let's say she's working, because like we said, they are everywhere. Even on the banking sector, everywhere they are there. She's working. Everywhere. They are littered everywhere. She's working. Her salary is 60,000, but she's living in a mansion where she pays 1.something million. Hello.
Okay, so
there is a money bag there somewhere. Yes. Her salary is 60,000, for instance. She's driving a car of 2.5 million.
Well, her salary is even 150,000. Her means of her expenses is not commensurable.
It's not. There is not. In fact, you can't equate it. You can't balance the equation.
Yeah.
And she lives, and then you hear her saying, "Small girl will be God." Hello.
Wow.
That small girl will be God.
Yes.
The big God is not. Most of this small girl will be God. It's not that God there. It's small girl with big. The other big.
Remarkable.
Yes.
So viewers, you've heard it for yourself that the first thing you need to look out for in the girl you may be calling your girlfriend that may be secretly doing the modern day prostitution.
Yes.
She lives above her means.
Yeah.
Investigate.
Interestingly, there's a topic I really wanted to treat, talking about the designer concept. You see, the concept of designer is just somebody's name. But ironically, most people think that using a designer, which there's nothing wrong about, if you can afford it, is what makes you valuable. And it's an irony.
Exactly.
Because you're wearing somebody else's name and thinking that is what gives you value. Do you understand? But that should be a topic for the next day. So you want to look out for those who are living beyond their means. That's a great sign that she may be involved in modern day prostitution, aka RUNZGIRL. Mr. Mercy, please help us for the next point.
Okay, thank you, Sister Mercy, for the definition you've given to us, and you've thrown more light and more insight. I think one of the signs that you know that the person you're dating is actually a RUNZGIRL is when she's traveling without any good reason for traveling, and her travelings are not well defined.
Exactly.
For instance, she's always traveling, there's a burial somewhere, her auntie sent her on something, and within you that is dating her, you know that those excuses doesn't hold water. She's always traveling. I'll give an example. I was dating someone some time ago, and I noticed that whenever she wants to travel, she tries to start a quarrel between us. I never knew. And that quarrel, she tries to start it maybe like 2 to 3 days when she wants to travel. Okay. And then she sustained the quarrel. So you're saying, okay, I'm sorry, and she must maintain that tempo. And then she maintains the tempo until she travels. And then when she wants to come back, she starts getting soft. Okay, I've forgiven, but what you did was, and she does it the first time, second time, third time. And she's smart guy, you start reasoning, what's the matter? Why is it just when you want to travel that we're always having issues? Few days when you want to travel. And that's one tactic. Another tactic is she's always traveling because her auntie or an invisible uncle you've not seen is always calling her or sent her a message. You know, she doesn't also want you to know all members of her family, so that she can hang on one as an excuse. So this is an idea. This is what she uses as an excuse to travel, to go and do her prostitution work, and then she comes back looking quite innocent, harmless, and you think that okay, she's the girl that you know. But you know, there's a song say, "I'm not the girl. You're not the girl that I used to know." You know, and that's this thing about this prostitute. You're not always the girls that you thought and you knew. They are somebody else when they are out there, and they are somebody else when they are with you. So when she travels that way, then
okay, so it's valid for people to travel.
Yes.
Right? We cannot just say people should not travel because people are traveling.
I agree with
they
you.
are not. But when these people travel, what is the communication like? Is that also a sign to know if truly she is a RUNZGIRL?
Yes, it is. It is. Communication as to when she travels. I just give you this example right now. You know, now she stays with call, right? So when you call her, please, she won't answer you, and sometimes she use some abusive word just to put you away. Communication becomes poor. Their communication becomes fluctuating when they travel. For instance, if she's with you, maybe you discuss very well, or if she travels, in the morning she can discuss with you so well. Today, for instance, tomorrow she's no longer with her phone. The phone is on silent. You know, people cannot communicate, and even their communication level is not so deep. They're always scaling her when they want to communicate.
Yeah.
They're not too deep.
They don't want to be committed.
They don't want to be committed. Yeah. Certain informations you don't know. A lot of things you ask them, I leave that thing. It doesn't matter. They try to just water things down exactly, because they know that if they open up in those areas, you'll catch them. So they just try to water that. So they have poor communication with you. You're dating somebody you actually don't know her, and sometimes I can come and ask you, okay, this area of your girl's life, what do you know? I tell you, if you're dating such a girl, you cannot, you know, give me concrete answers to say, okay, this is what I know. You say, well, maybe where it looks like, because she has protected that area. Opening that area will expose her.
Wow, remarkable. So I like to use the words of these street guys, right? Permit me to use it. Omo, you got to open, you guys open your eye. When they don't run you street. All right, Sister Mercy, over to you for the fourth point, please.
Okay, the fourth point for you to know that the woman you want to marry or the woman you're dating might be a RUNZGIRL is check her phone dynamics, the way she operates her phone. Now, this is what RUNZGIRLs do. Number one, a smart RUNZGIRL is going to be a lady that will have 2 or more phones. Now, I find that she's not into a business that requires her to have two or more phones. It's not that she's running like diverse platforms on social media where she has to have those phones. But you just notice that she has 2 or more phones, and one of those phones, she has tagged it as her business phone. The business phone is not her, let's say she's working, it's not the normal working phone. That business phone is for her prostitution clients or runs phone. So when she comes to meet you, you find out that that phone is either on silent or the phone is totally switched off. And then she can just come and expose one other phone, the normal phone, so that you will not understand. Now, but if it's a lady that has just one phone she's using.
And most often, those silent phones are always in their bags.
Yes. No, that one she doesn't bring it out. No. That one is in the bag. You will not see it. But let's say peradventure you just know that she has 2 phones. So I'll be asking, where is the other phone? That phone is there, that phone is there. It's not even on vibration. The phone is on, in fact, total silence, so you don't know when her clients will call her. But let's say the woman is somebody that has just one phone. You find out these dynamics playing out. The phone, she comes to visit you, or you go to visit her, the phone is still on silent or on vibration. And when she wants to pick the call, just check how she picks the call. Sometimes she wants to pick the call, you find that she cannot talk very well, and if the phone was on vibration, she immediately switches it off or puts it on silent. You find that phone that vibrated before is no longer vibrating, and sometimes she just throws it into her bag. For as long as she's with you, the phone is inside the bag. And like, is it that she's not receiving calls or whatever? And then check something in her WhatsApp. How you know them? Her WhatsApp now, she puts this thing where she puts this 24 hours disappearing message.
It's the recent
trend now. That one is if she knows that you will mistakenly stumble on it. So whatever messages come from these her clients, they disappear in 24 hours time. And then she doesn't put her phone setting to the blue ticking thing. So even when she's online, you don't know. When she reads your message, you don't know. She also puts her phone on you know this when you come on WhatsApp, this last scene.
Okay.
You're not seeing last scene with her WhatsApp. So you cannot monitor her when she came online last and when she left. I'm not saying there are some persons who do that legitimately.
Yeah.
But you find out that this one is applicable to her. She's not doing anything online. Like she's not into any platform or something, or say, I don't want people to disturb, but she just does that.
Yeah.
So that these her numerous men will not catch her.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
So, and then you notice again, all her messages, her WhatsApp, her Messenger, they are all locked with very complicated passwords.
Wow.
She will turn it like this.
And
thumbprint, yeah. She will turn it like this, turn it like this password. So even when she drops the phone there, hello, you can't even access. You can't even access. And she changes those passwords and lock and thumbprint every time.
Wow, 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 wow.
So
wow.
that's, you know, this person is really hiding something.
Wow, wow, wow. Because truth is, most guys out there are dating some girls that are into runs.
Yeah, true.
Unknown to them,
True.
right?
True.
Now, we're not saying that the moment you see a lady who has one of these points she has mentioned,
yes,
automatically is in
has to be accumulated.
But the truth is,
3-4.
you need to check, put your 2 and 2 together, right?
Yeah.
Read between the lines to ensure that among these points, majority of them, in fact, is going to be very glaring to you, right? So Mr. Boma, she has told us about 4 points already. Let's go straight to the 5th point. Is it okay to say a lady who is emotionally available has the tendencies of prostitution?
Okay, a girl who is emotionally available to you.
Emotionally unavailable.
Unavailable,
yes.
Okay, no. An emotionally unavailable girl, it's actually, that's also another character of a prostitute.
Yeah.
The reason is because I think the RUNZGIRLs are not emotionally attached to anybody.
Exactly.
They're only attached to your finance.
Good.
That's what they're attached to. And so when you try to bring emotions into the relationship,
Love.
you are trying to bore them. It's boring. They want to step aside. So if she is emotionally attached to you, there are certain things she cannot do. But since she's not emotionally attached to you, she can do anything. And these people are very, very seductive. Sex to them is not anything.
Mm-hmm.
Sex to them is nothing. So, but that's not how it ought to be. For a woman, sex ought to be like a bonding thing, you understand? When a woman has sex with you, she tends to be bonded.
To be separate.
Yes, exactly. So for these people, it means nothing.
Nothing.
So they can just give it to anybody. The only thing that focus is just the money. Can give it to anybody at any time, anywhere. Just the highest bidder and whoever can pay better.
Wow, 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 wow. Emotionally unavailable. I want to take note of this point. The truth is, most ladies out there are actually confused. They say, I want a man who is good on bed. When they find a man who is good on bed, they say, no, I want a man who has money. When they find a man who has money, they say, hey, I want a man who is good. When they find, so they tend to be confused.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what the guy says. The guy says that it will take about 10 to 15 men to satisfy a woman, because she needs one who sex her very well, and she needs another one who loves, another one who provides finance, and she needs one that she's going to gossip with, and she needs one that will carry bag with her and go to the market.
She needs one that will bring the money.
You understand? So they need different men for different things. And then one man cannot play those roles. So at the time it puts them into a state of confusion. So you think that what you have seen in one man, is what you actually want. And then you go into that relationship, and then you see that he's lacking in 2 that you actually need also. And then you leave him, and then you went to the next one. And then the one that this one has, he doesn't have it, but he's just having this one. So for instance, now you meet this one that is having money, but he cannot give sex. And you meet someone he's good on bed, and now this one gives you money. So now you need another one
that you love,
that will tell all the sweet things. So it's a state of confusion.
I think this thing happens with women who are into the RUNZGIRLs thing, or women who are promiscuous. Not necessarily to everyone.
I agree.
Once a woman has tasted so many things inside her,
there's confusion.
Yes, because that is why we advocate that women should be faithful and be careful how they share their bodies with men. Because when you've tested a caring man, a loving one, the one that does it well with you on the bed, the one that pampers you, the one that when you meet a man, the man cannot meet up these needs that you have tested before in the past. So how does he fit in? You start becoming promiscuous.
Wow, Sister Mercy, we're 10 bound. I'd like us to go straight to the last point for today, right? Is it okay to look at it from the fetish angle?
Yes. Most of these RUNZGIRLs, they don't do this thing with normal eye. They don't just do it with normal means. Some of them are very fetish. Especially the ones on the brothels. Some of them have friends who visit Babalawo and whatever to get powers and things that will sweeten vaginal sweeteners. They sell it on social media. They'll tell you vaginal sweeteners, vaginal lubricants. This one that once the man touches you, enters you, you catch him. Because the RUNZ thing is about money. It's about acquiring and getting this thing. They want to do everything to remain relevant. Now, one other signs you notice with those women is some of them, when they are naked, if you check close to their vagina, you will see.
Just like
when you check close to their vaginas, you see razor blade-like cuttings there. When they infuse their concussion and whatever, that when the man sleeps with them, you're hooked. Daughters of Jezebel are there. And you see a man, once you enter that kind of Jericho, you have left your rifle. And when they come, they want to wear things. Sometimes they disguise it. Wear some of these are very seductive, sexy lingerie that might cover that place, and this other side is open, and you don't know that such a thing is there. And you just enter, you are hooked for life.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
so yes, and some either they infuse it inside their body, they have these cuttings and marks on their bodies, yes, to help them in this their RUNZ business. So that the business will sell. They don't just do it with empty hand, most of them. So want to be very
Sister Mercy, I think you need a bullion man to get you out of it. Some people will be throwing tantrums at you. Mr. Woman, you too. But the truth of the matter, viewers, is that you need to know that we discuss these things for us to become a better person, not necessarily that we want to be judgmental, right? It's just for us to get to become better persons. And we do this here every Friday. We bring up contents of relationship that will be very valuable to you. So you want to do well to subscribe. The subscription button is the red button down the screen you're watching. Do well to subscribe. Click the notification button, turn on your notification so that you can know when we put out content like this. And we'll be here to always serve you. Thank you so much, Sister Mercy, for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Boma, for joining us. And viewers out there, do well to hook up with us every Friday. My name again is Moses Warrior, and this is Think Tank TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye for now.
Bye.